The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has become one of the most popular compact cameras for content creators, travelers, vloggers, and social media users because it offers a level of video quality and stabilization that many people simply cannot achieve with a smartphone alone. One of the most common questions people ask is whether the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is actually better than an iPhone. The answer depends on how the camera will be used. For casual snapshots, quick social media clips, and everyday convenience, an iPhone remains incredibly capable. However, when it comes to dedicated video creation, the Osmo Pocket 3 offers several significant advantages that often produce noticeably better results. The biggest difference starts with the sensor. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 uses a large 1-inch CMOS sensor. Most smartphones, including modern iPhones, rely on smaller sensors, even though they use advanced computational photography to improve image quality. A larger sensor captures more light. Capturing more light generally results in cleaner footage, better dynamic range, improved low-light performance, and more natural background blur. This becomes especially noticeable when filming indoors, during sunset, at night, or in other challenging lighting conditions. When shooting in bright daylight, the difference between an iPhone and the Osmo Pocket 3 may appear smaller at first glance. Both devices can produce sharp and colorful footage. However, closer inspection often reveals more natural detail retention from the Pocket 3. Fine textures such as grass, hair, leaves, brickwork, and distant objects tend to look more realistic. Smartphones frequently apply aggressive sharpening and noise reduction algorithms. While this can make footage appear impressive on a small screen, it can also create an artificial look. The Osmo Pocket 3 generally produces a more natural and professional image. Dynamic range is another area where the Osmo Pocket 3 performs exceptionally well. Dynamic range refers to the camera's ability to capture details in both bright highlights and dark shadows simultaneously. Travel creators frequently encounter high-contrast scenes, such as sunsets, city skylines, beaches, mountains, and street scenes. The Pocket 3 does an excellent job preserving highlight detail while retaining information in shadows. This provides greater flexibility during editing. The camera's D-Log-M color profile further expands editing possibilities. Creators who color grade their footage can recover more information and create a more cinematic final result. Most smartphone footage offers less flexibility during post-production. Low-light performance is one of the most obvious advantages of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. A large 1-inch sensor gathers substantially more light than most smartphone cameras. As lighting conditions become darker, the Pocket 3 begins pulling away from smartphones in overall image quality. Nighttime city scenes often look cleaner. Indoor footage generally contains less noise. Shadow detail remains more visible. Colors stay more accurate under difficult lighting conditions. Many smartphone cameras compensate for darkness using aggressive processing. While this can brighten an image, it often introduces noise reduction artifacts, smearing, and unnatural textures. The Osmo Pocket 3 tends to preserve a more natural appearance. Another major advantage is background separation. Because of the larger sensor, the Pocket 3 can create genuine optical background blur. This produces a cinematic look that many creators seek. Smartphones often rely on software-generated portrait effects to simulate shallow depth of field. Although smartphone portrait modes continue to improve, they can still make mistakes around hair, glasses, and complex edges. The Pocket 3 creates natural subject separation without relying heavily on software tricks. Perhaps the biggest advantage of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is stabilization. The camera features a true 3-axis mechanical gimbal. This is fundamentally different from the electronic stabilization used by most smartphones. A mechanical gimbal physically compensates for movement. As a result, walking shots appear smoother. Tracking shots feel more cinematic. Panning movements look controlled and professional. Even when moving quickly, footage remains stable and fluid. Smartphones have improved dramatically in stabilization performance. Modern iPhones provide excellent stabilization for handheld shooting. However, they still cannot fully replicate the smooth floating look of a dedicated mechanical gimbal. For vloggers and travel creators, this difference is often immediately noticeable. Face tracking is another standout feature. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 includes active track technology that can automatically follow subjects. When filming yourself, the camera can keep your face centered in the frame without requiring another person behind the camera. This makes solo content creation significantly easier. Travel vloggers frequently use this feature to create dynamic footage while walking through cities, tourist attractions, parks, and events. While smartphones offer subject tracking features, the Pocket 3's integrated gimbal and tracking system often produce more professional-looking results. Audio quality is another important factor. The Pocket 3 supports DJI mic integration. This allows creators to capture high-quality wireless audio with minimal setup. Clear audio can dramatically improve overall video quality. Many viewers are willing to tolerate average video quality if the audio sounds good. The Pocket 3 makes professional audio recording simple and reliable. Travel creators often wonder whether the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 can replace a smartphone for travel videos. For video creation specifically, the answer is often yes. Many travel creators use the Pocket 3 as their primary video camera throughout entire trips. The combination of image quality, stabilization, portability, and tracking features makes it exceptionally well-suited for travel content. The camera is small enough to fit into a jacket pocket. It can be carried all day without becoming burdensome. Setup time is extremely fast. The camera powers on quickly and is ready to shoot within seconds. This encourages spontaneous filming opportunities that might otherwise be missed. However, the Pocket 3 cannot fully replace a smartphone. A phone remains necessary for navigation, communication, social media, internet access, reservations, translation, and photography. Most travelers will continue carrying a smartphone regardless. The real question becomes whether carrying the Pocket 3 in addition to a phone is worthwhile. For many content creators, the answer is absolutely yes. The Pocket 3 adds very little weight while delivering substantial improvements in video quality and shooting flexibility. The compact size makes it far easier to carry than a mirrorless camera and lens system. Many creators find it represents the perfect middle ground between smartphone convenience and dedicated camera performance. Video quality improvements vary depending on shooting conditions. In bright daylight, viewers watching on social media may notice only a modest improvement. The footage often appears approximately 10 to 20% better than high-end smartphone footage. The difference becomes more noticeable on larger screens. When viewed on a computer monitor, television, or during professional editing, the Pocket 3's advantages become increasingly apparent. In low-light situations, the improvement can be much greater. Many creators report that the Pocket 3 delivers footage that looks dramatically cleaner and more professional than smartphone video after sunset. The gap widens further when shooting in difficult lighting environments such as restaurants, museums, concerts, city streets, and indoor attractions. The camera delivers results that often look more polished and cinematic than smartphone footage. Overall, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 does not completely replace a smartphone, but it can absolutely replace a smartphone as a dedicated travel video camera. The video quality is generally better. The stabilization is significantly better. Low light performance is noticeably stronger. Tracking capabilities are more advanced. Audio options are more professional. For travelers who simply record occasional clips, a modern iPhone may be sufficient. For anyone serious about creating high-quality travel videos, vlogs, YouTube content, or social media productions, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is one of the most worthwhile camera upgrades currently available and remains one of the best compact video cameras on the market today.